Okay, well, you can teach me. You'll be the first one to teach me.
Just licking the vulva and the labia?
Okay, whatever those are, you can teach me.
Holy shit.
I don't know the names of the parts. Casey, what do you want me to say? You don't want me to lie to you.
That's
I've never studied
embarrassing.
it. I've never studied it. It doesn't mean that I've never been in it or had it or tasted it or had it.
I mean, you
I've
don't
never
have to study it.
Well, apparently you do.
Well, you're saying
Something I
you
never-
stuck your tongue all the way in a vagina.
I stuck my tongue all the way in.
Yeah, that's what you said.
All of what I had of my tongue. I knew I didn't stick it all the way in her vagina because I'd have to have a hell of a long tongue. But my whole tongue, I stuck my tongue in all the way, as far as it would go. That's what I meant.
Why? You said you hit the G-spot.
I don't hit the G-spot with Kathy. There was no mistaking on that one.
With your tongue.
With my tongue. She even told me that I hit her G-spot.
Either you're lying or she was lying.
Well, maybe she was lying. I don't know, but I know she reacted when I hit a certain spot there.
Well, how'd she react?
Huh?
How did she react?
She wiggled around a lot. And fast.
So about those outer clips.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm right on that or not. I'm just taking a guess. Told you that already. I don't know. I really don't know if there's one or two. Okay, let me explain to you what I have always thought. I've always thought that I don't know what the proper name is for it, but the flap on the pussy, the outer flap, I've always thought that was a clit. Then I've thought that, like right along by the pussy hole, that there was another one. I never knew that for sure. I was just taking a guess at it. I've never known the proper names of them.
By the hole?
Yeah, right by the pussy hole.
What is this outer flap?
I don't know. I'm just taking a guess. If there's one there or not, I don't know. When I was in school, they didn't do sexual education. What they did of sexual education was very little because, then they didn't think it was something that they should be teaching. And they certainly didn't go through the names of stuff, because then there would be parents calling them up and complaining. As far as sex being mentioned in my house growing up, that was long shot for that.
Well, you said that you love going down on women. You love it.
I do.
There's no way you would be this confused if you did it even one time.
I go down on a woman. I'm down there to make her feel good. As long as my tongue is moving around and making her feel good, then I'm doing something right. I don't need to know the names of stuff in order to make that happen.
It wouldn't feel good if you're just moving your tongue around randomly.
Well, it's not all randomly. When I hit the spot that I know that she's feeling something good, then I stay right in that spot for a bit. But I also figure that she probably doesn't want me to stay in that one spot forever, and I move my tongue around some more.
Where? No. Just
What?
no.
Huh?
You don't, that's not how you do it. You don't just flap your fucking tongue around, sticking it inside and just licking random parts and stuff. But you don't do that.
Okay, well, you can show me how you want me to do it. And that's how I'll do it. Is that a deal?
Can you admit that you've never gone down on a woman before?
No.
Because if you went on, you know I would know instantly.
You don't want me to lie to you.
Exactly. You know, if we ever had sex, I would know instantly.
You don't
You
want
do
me to lie to
realize
you.
that, right?
Yeah. Like, if you say so. You don't want me to lie to you. I can't tell you yes.
I'll be able to
Gotta tell
tell
you
if
no.
you're a virgin 100%.
Okay. You'll be able to tell.
Your mouth has never touched a vagina. You have never even seen a vagina in person.
If that's what you want to believe, then okay.
You don't even know where the clit is. That's about as much proof as I need.
Kidding. You keep believing what you want to believe. Just remember, I never lied to you.
Well, you've lied to me multiple times in this call, so.
Not from today on.
And I gave you my real phone number, even though you were lying to me. So I'm pretty upset about that.
Why would you be upset about it? When it's
Because you're lying to me?
No, that's what you want to think. I can't help what you want to think. You want me to not lie to you, so I'm not lying to you. But you don't want to believe that I'm not lying to you, and I can't help that. I'm not going to lie to you, Casey. We've taken a huge step today. Because of that,
Did we, though?
Yeah, we did. We took a very huge step. And it's a step we needed to take a long time ago. You're not going to find me lying to you. But I can't help what you want to believe. It's like Ashley and Julie. I don't lie to them. They don't question me about it now because they know I'm not lying. Julie, she's...
Or they've just given up on confronting you because you keep lying.
Huh?
Or they've just given up on confronting you since you're a known liar.
No.
No.
Ashley's the first one that I've been able to trust completely for a probation officer. And then they get...
Well, you've actually been able to trust all of them. They're your probation officer.
No, I haven't been able to trust all of them.
Well, I mean, you should have been able to, but you have like an issue for some reason.
I should have been able to.
They don't trust you either, clearly.
Well, Ashley does. Julie does. And me and Julie are making a lot of progress.
I mean, you admitted to lying to them, though.
I haven't lied to Ashley and Julie. You're not going to find me lying to you.
I did today, multiple times.
No, you didn't. Unfortunately, I didn't read the thing as well as I should have.
Well, it's just unfortunate that this document made you look even worse.
Yeah, apparently it did. So now I got to discuss it with Ashley and Julie. So I can figure out what the hell's going on with that.
Well, you need to find something that corroborates what you're saying is the truth.
I didn't fail the last polygraph I took.
Alright, are we going to ignore the other ones you failed about the child porn?
Oh, what child porn?
The 9-year-old girl on the news?
That wasn't child porn.
Well, you jerked off to it, so it was child porn enough.
No, No, I didn't jerk off to it. He said that I fantasized about it. I didn't fantasize about it. Told him that I was upset about it.
Well, the official report says differently.
I never fantasized about it. So maybe they're thinking that me being upset about it is me fantasizing about it. Maybe they're considering it that way. I don't know, but I got to find out.
Yeah, I'd say you definitely need to find out, Lauren. I mean, you failed the polygraph.
Yeah, I know.
About the fantasies. Failed it twice.
I don't know how I failed it.
Because you lied.
No, I didn't lie. Maybe it was the way he asked the question. I know we're going to go over it on the 4th. I'm going to go over it with him. And I'll figure it out. And I will tell you the truth about everything. I'll tell you about everything that is said. Whether I'm wrong about something or I'm right about something. I'm not going to lie to you about it. You're taking a huge step with me, and I don't want us going backwards. So you're literally going to...
Well, then just admit it.
You're literally going to know every thought in my head. I'm not going to admit to something I didn't do. I am not attracted to kids, period.
Well, except for the girls from high school. Except for the girls from high school.
The what?
Except for the girls from high school?
Yeah, I didn't really think about it that way when I did that. If I had thought about it that way, I wouldn't have done it. I promise you, Casey, I'm not going to lie to you about anything.
Well, I think I'm going to start talking to you back on the Google number.
Casey, you want to go backwards. That's not good. Why would you do that?
Probably going to change my number too. You made us go backwards, and I think you need to understand how serious that is for me.
No, I didn't make us go backwards, Casey.
Because you're lying to me.
You do that, we're going to go way backwards.
Yeah, we went way backwards today.
No, we went way forwards. What you're trying to make it as is something that's going way backwards. Maybe you did it just because you wanted to get the report from me.
Why would I do that?
You seem to not want to believe me about anything.
This report is sickening. Why would I want this?
You seem to not want to believe me about anything.
Because you're lying.
No, I'm not lying to you. I can say that until I'm blue in the face, and you're not going to believe me. That's completely up to you. I can't make you believe me. You have to want to be able to believe me. That's not something I can do. I know
you can by telling the truth.
I know
you have a
what's
pattern of lying. But no one knows what to believe.
I know what's happened in my life, and I know what goes through my head. I'm not going to say that something just because somebody else wants me to say it.
So I need to convince myself of something that doesn't make any sense?
I'm not like that, and I'm not going to do it. It's no different than you being stubborn about wanting to be around your friend all the time. I'm not going to lie for somebody just because they want me to lie.
Masturbating to a 9-year-old girl is the same as me spending time with Alex? Is that what you're saying?
And I've never done that. So that's you wanting to believe whatever you want to believe.
You said it.
No, I did not say it. I didn't say it, and I never will say it, because it never happened.
Well, this psychiatrist is going to get in trouble then for lying so much.
Well, I'm going to figure out what's going on with that, because shit's not happening right. It's not happening as I'm saying it, as I'm telling them. Have you ever had anybody try to look so deep into your life that it just blows your mind?
I've never lied to anybody to this extent.
Have you ever been interrogated constantly?
No, because what I just said, I've never lied to anyone like this.
Well, I haven't lied about me. I haven't lied. I didn't lie to them about any of this stuff, and they twisted my words around. I'm not going to say they didn't twist my words around and that I lied to them when I didn't lie to them, and they did twist my words around. And I'm not going to say any different just because somebody wants me to.
Well, you failed a test about telling the truth.
Yeah, well, I'm going to find out what happened to that too. I think that one was because of the high school girls that I thought about that I went to high school with.
Well, how do they twist that?
How
How do they twist a yes or no question?
How do they twist it? When I tell him one thing and he puts completely down the opposite of what I said, that's completely twisting things around. Hello?
Hello?
What's happening?
Nothing. What's happening with you?
Just talking to a beautiful woman on my phone, on my text phone. I was texting with her, and I'm watching Rocky in the meantime, in between messages.
So, did Ashley let you hear it, or how did that conversation go?
No, she didn't let me hear it. She just told me about it.
What'd she say?
She said that we're both right. That I told them that, well, the same thing I told Sean. And then later he had asked me a question if I had fantasies about it or something like that. If I had fantasies about it, and I told her, yeah. That's when I told her. I said, but my way of thinking of the word fantasy is, it's not a long drawn out thing. It's a thought that, anybody thinks normally. That's something that could happen to a child.
But you knew what a fantasy was when I was talking to you about it.
Yeah. But when it says fantasy, see, it bothers me because when it's said like that, it makes it seem like I'm sitting down for a long period of time and thinking about this. When I'm not sitting
just
down
as
for a
long
long
as
period of time.
well, it's just however long it takes you to masturbate.
No, I'm not thinking about it when I'm doing that. Then that's why I try not to masturbate when stuff like this is going on, because I'm bothered by it, and I don't want thoughts like that in my head.
Well, it says sexual fantasies on the paper.
Well, I know it says sexual fantasies, but I weren't portraying it that way. I was having thoughts about things that could happen to her sexually, and he took sexual fantasies.
Why were you thinking about that during masturbation, though?
I weren't thinking about it during masturbation. I don't have the paper in front of me, but I don't know if he said during masturbation, but I weren't thinking about it during masturbation, so I don't know where he got that from.
Well, because the question you found was sexual fantasies. And then you said the girl and the 14 stuff.
Yeah, no, I didn't say the 9-year-old girl. I didn't say the 10 to 14. I know what that's about. It's because it's something that, well, it's like I just texted to you. It's something that Julie's working on with me right now because it's so hard to explain. Well, see, I'm not sure why he said sexual fantasies in that, because I remember telling them that I had thoughts about girls that I liked when I was growing up, and it's like the Mary Ingalls. I had told you already that I had seen her in a more recent movie where she was an adult, but she was one of them. But then there was just other girls that I liked that I told them about, but I didn't tell them that I was actually having sexual fantasies about them. I just told them that they were girls that I liked when I was growing up. And I said sometimes I would take my mind back and I would think about them. And I don't ever remember. See, that's why it gets so confused to me, and I get it mixed up in my head because there's things that I don't remember and things that I do remember. And Julie's trying to help me get it all straightened out, trying to help me figure all this shit out of what's going on. She said it's kind of like I'm stuck. We're trying to figure out why I'm stuck. Why am I? Because of the trauma some of the trauma that I went through when I was a kid, of the different ways that I was raised, things that happened to me, like I told you about what my brothers did, and my dad not being there, and me looking up to my oldest brother, as the only real father figure I knew until we had Dale, and then there was no real emotional bond there. Well, there was, but there wasn't. So there's just a lot of things about it that it traumatized me. A lot of my life was good, a lot of my childhood. There was a lot of parts about it that was traumatizing, and Julie's helping me to point this stuff out and to figure it all out. And it's not just my family; it's school too, because I got basically booted out of the group of friends that I had just because I decided not to play basketball. So I remained quiet for 5 years. I remained quiet and pretty much to myself. They were still my friends, but they weren't close friends like they were in 6th and 7th grade. And when it came 8th grade, that's when they started booting me out because I decided not to play basketball that year. And so there's a lot of things about my childhood that traumatized me. And she's helping me figure all that out.
I'm glad she's helping you figure that out. But what does that have to do with the sexual attraction to kids?
I don't know. But see, that's the other thing is I'm not really sexually attracted to them. I don't get a hard on when I see a kid. That's what she's trying to help me figure out.
Well, yeah, I'm sure you don't go through Walmart, see a kid, and get a boner, but I mean, clearly there's some kind of link there. I mean, clearly you have some sort of sexual attraction deep down that is causing. I mean, you must know it because you failed the question. So there must be something in you. You must know something you're not admitting to yourself, at least.
I'm admitting to you right now that I don't know. I don't know what it is. Just all I can tell you is I don't get a hard on when I look at young girls.
Right. So, okay. I know you don't get a hard on, but you are attracted to them, and that's what you can't figure out.
Maybe, and that might be part of what she's trying to help me figure out because of my childhood, because of stuff that happened in my childhood. I mean, that must be something that she's seen that I haven't figured out, and she's trying to help me figure it out.
So how is she going to help you figure out that you're attracted to children? What is she gonna do?
She's helping me to reparent myself, so I can get my mind away from what I was traumatized by, and actually live my life now like I am. Because it's like if nothing's ever mentioned to this stuff about me or to me, I can continue going on and being me without thinking about the past. But the stuff is constantly mentioned to me all the time, so it's like my mind is always going back there. And then it's also my what's the word I'm looking for? When a person thinks better of themselves. What's the word I'm looking for?
When a person thinks better of themselves?
Yeah, thinks and feels better of themselves. When they
Like your self-esteem?
Yes, there we go. Self-esteem. My self-esteem is down because I do think about the past, and I do think about my childhood a lot, and that affects me, even though I don't show it to other people. It's still in my head, and it affects me.
And you think that has some sort of link to why you are actually attracted to
Yeah.
young girls?
Yeah, I know you want to keep saying sexually attracted to them.
Well, that's what it is, Lauren. I mean, I'm just saying what it is.
But see, it's like you. You don't look like a teenager anymore, and I am so attracted to you.
Well, yeah, I don't think you're exclusively attracted to kids. It's just part of what you're attracted to. You could be attracted to both.
Yeah, but there's not many women in the world that I've been attracted to as much as I've attracted to you.
Okay, but I mean,
I'm
that's
very
nice and all.
serious when I say that.
Great. Well, thank you. But that's
really like.
great. But that doesn't. I mean, you can think I'm the prettiest woman in the world, but that doesn't change that you still have that attraction to the children.
But I don't know why. Because I
Well,
don't.
I know you don't know why. It's not like it's not something you just will know. You just are.
But see, it's like Lisa Hartman. I've known of Lisa Hartman since I was a teenager. My God, I was so attracted to her. And to this day, I'm just so attracted to her. And Olivia Newton-John. To this day, I'm still attracted to Olivia Newton-John, and she's 70-something.
Yeah, like I said, you aren't exclusively attracted to kids. You're attracted to people of, a wide range from 9 to 80, whatever.
No, I'm not attracted to 9.
Well, 10. I don't know how old that girl was on the TV, but you know what I mean.
But I'm not attracted to her. I was offended by that.
Okay, well, still, you from 10 to 90 is your like range, and it's you know.
No, I don't know, because I don't want 10 to even 25 anymore.
Right, I know you don't want one, but that doesn't change that you're attracted to them. You can't help that you look at them and say like, "Wow, you're beautiful" or "You're sexy." That doesn't mean you want to date one.
Well, that's what it feels like people are saying. That's what it feels like. That bothers me.
Children, they're not saying you want to like date one. Well, they are saying that, but that's not all they're saying.
But that's what bothers me, though.
What?
Because when people say stuff, it bothers me when people say stuff.
What part bothers you?
That saying that I'm attracted to them, it makes me feel like they think that I want to date them.
No, they don't all think that you want to date them. Some of them think you want to, like, just have sex with them or, masturbate to them or look at them.
Well,
Not all.
I don't want to do that either.
But you're attracted to them.
Apparently, there's some part of me that's attracted to them. I don't know what it is, and he's trying to help me figure it out.
Yeah.
I don't want to be attracted to anybody that's underage.
No, I know.
I don't care to be attracted to anybody that, like I said, that's under 25 even.
Right.
I
Well,
can think they're pretty, but I don't want anything.
Well, right. I'm sure other, like, pedophiles, they don't want to be attracted to kids. It's something you can't help.
But I'm not sexually attracted to them, though.
You are. You find them sexually attractive.
I'm glad everybody tells me the way I feel.
Well, because I'm not telling you, I'm helping you understand, because that's what attracted means. I'm not telling you, I'm helping you interpret the answers. When you fail a polygraph question about being attracted to them, and then you come out and say, "Oh, I don't know why I failed it, but I am attracted to them," I'm helping you come to terms with it. And it's good that you come to terms with it, because that's how you're going to be able to learn and grow. If you keep denying it, you're not going to get any better.
I've always been attracted to facial features more than anything.
Okay, but did you hear what I said? I mean...
I heard what you said.
And that's good. That's a step in the right direction for you. To acknowledge that you have the attraction to the children, and then you meet with those people like your therapist and probation, who are there to help you. They're not there to fuck around with you or anything. They're there to make sure that you understand these feelings and don't act on them.
But how do I say that I'm sexually attracted to them when I'm not sexually attracted to them?
Well, you just... Okay. Go ahead.
I've always been attracted to the face. To the face and to the hair. I've always loved the face and the hair of people, of women, of females.
Okay, well, when you say attractive, what are you saying when you say you're attracted?
It's pretty.
Right, so you're attracted to what?
The face, mostly. That's what it is. The face. Well, because it's like Carrie. She wasn't a small girl.
Okay,
she had some weight on her. Huh?
We're talking sexually.
Well, I know. I was attracted to Carrie sexually. She wasn't a small girl, but she had such a pretty face.
Okay, that's good.
And her personality was really nice.
Wow, that's awesome. But that's not what we're talking about. You can have as many crushes on adult women you want. That's real nice. What we're talking about is the ones that aren't of age. The ones that are like, under 18. I'm cool with you finding adult women attractive. I don't care. But I'm saying it's good that you're admitting that you have the sexual attraction to the younger girls, because that's what probation wants to hear from you in order to help you.
I don't want to be attracted to them. It bothers me. You think it shouldn't bother me? It bothers me.
Right. No, they're probably happy that it bothers you. If it didn't bother you, that would be very disturbing.
It affects my life, though.
Right, but you keep admitting it, and then you backpedal instantly. Like, I know it's hard for you to admit it.
That's why I backpedal, because I don't like admitting it.
I know, Lauren, but think of it this way. You're not saying anything that people don't already know, or like probation knows. There's a reason you're on probation. I know that you are. What's important is that you realize you are. And then you meet with a professional to help you manage those feelings.
I realize that I am, but I don't like admitting that I am.
I know.
That's not easy thing for me to admit. I don't.
No, it's not easy for anyone to admit.
I mean, I hate it, though. I despise it. I don't like it at all.
Good. Nobody likes it. You aren't supposed to like it. If you liked it, that would make you even more dangerous. And, admitting it to yourself or not doesn't change the fact that you even said yourself that you avoid masturbating because you're scared you might think of a kid. So what we all know what that means. You know what that means. I know what it means. And if you told probation that, or you told the polygrapher that, they all know what it means.
What, that I'm attracted to kids?
Yes.
You know how much I hate the sound of that?
I know you hate the sound of it. I already told you it's good that you hate the sound of it. You shouldn't like it. But that's what it's called. Whether you want to say it out loud or not, you know it in your head. I know it.
I've had to stop masturbating before.
Because of the thought?
Because I knew that a thought had popped into my head, and I'd stop right there.
Yeah.
Like, what? And it pissed me off, and that's why I don't masturbate unless I have a clear mind.
Well, so what kind of thought? When you say a thought, like what?
Just a thought of anyone that's underage. Just a thought of a girl.
But like just standing in front of you, or what? Like,
yeah, just there, just putting an image of her face in my head. If it passes through, I can't do anything. I just stop.
Who are these girls?
Huh?
Are these just girls you see at places?
No, it's just, it doesn't matter who it is. It's just if any image of a girl pops into my head, I just stop.
Did you ever get an image of a boy in your head?
God, no.
Okay.
No.
Because you're not attracted to boys.
I'm not, right.
You don't find boys sexually attractive.
Right.
Okay, so then what does that mean while you're having sexy time? What does that mean when the image of a young girl pops into your head?
I know you want me to say it. I don't want
I
to
think
say it.
you want to say it too.
No, I don't want to say that.
Well, I think you want to say it. It'll make you feel better.
It means that I'm sexually attracted to girls.